So I got the comment that not even God could heal this. And I just commented back, I'm glad I don't have that type of faith. You have a blessed day. But let's talk about healing. In my new podcast where I talk about faith in the chronic illness space, the first episode is on healing and what does healing mean? Because you look at that video and you see the scars and you're like, there's no way you've been healed. But I guess it goes back to what does healing mean to you? Because prior to that video, I had flares every week, if not every day, in multiple places. And the pain was a level 10 to the point I would keel over and cry, and I was embarrassed, and I suffered with depression, and I hated God, because what kind of good God would allow that to happen? And so there was a faith crisis, there was an identity crisis, there was physical pain, there was smell, there was a lot. And looking at that video, yeah, the scars are still there, but I don't have that pain. I've reconciled my relationship with the Lord. I am able to get on here and on a platform and show my skin and not be completely embarrassed or depressed about it. Like, to me, that is healing. The scars, no, didn't magically go away. Sometimes I still flare, but the Lord has led me to an understanding of my body and how I can be in remission. And I have gone years, a couple years, consistently without flaring. And so I've been led to that knowledge. I have a better understanding of my health. And so it's very interesting, right? So one person may look at it and say, well, you haven't been healed. But for me and where I was in the mental space, the spiritual space, even if that was the only thing that happened, that right there was a healing and a miracle in itself. And then to add on to it is the smell was gone. I don't flare as often, maybe once or twice a year. The pain level. And I don't know if my pain level actually decreased or the Lord has given me an increase of his spirit to be able to bear it a little bit better. Daniel 3 when you get to the crib, but Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? So they said to the king that our Lord is able to deliver us, but even if he doesn't, even if he chooses not to, like, we still know who he is. And so sometimes we might not be healed, or that healing might not look like the deliverance that we are expecting, or other people are expecting. I ain't gonna dive too deep into it. Watch the podcast.